My father had a lot of rage and anger in him, and I was terrified. So I did the only thing that made sense to me then. I built a guard around my heart. Nothing was allowed in, not even my own curiosity and introspection. And the guard around my heart only grew stronger as time passed. Emotions sat stagnant, feelings were dulled by alcohol abuse, my depression was ignored, which transformed itself into anger, self-harm, and suicidal ideation. At 18 years old, I leveled up my self-harm game through arduous acts of overexercise and food restriction. I took a semester off of college to further hone my craft of not eating, and the next semester I moved to Wales to study abroad, thousands of miles away from anyone I knew. That's when my anorexia took over. I swiftly dropped down to a weight that was no longer tenable, and I saw a doctor while abroad, and he told me that unless I changed something, my heart would literally stop beating in my chest. And I'm only here today talking to you because I did in fact change something. Can you guess? I changed my heart. It didn't happen overnight. There have been many bumps along the way, but eventually I learned to see my heart as a force for good, not as something to shut off from the world. I learned to look inward and be curious about my emotions. I learned to sit still with my feelings and not run away from them. I learned to accept myself as the empathetic, feely, sensitive boy that I truly am. Along the way, I started my podcast, You Me Empathy, to give others like you safe spaces to access their hearts in ways that I felt I couldn't growing up. And I just launched my brand new business, the Feely Human Collective, which is the reason why I'm here crowdfunding. The Feely Human Collective is a collaborative platform that serves to empower and educate each of us to engage in empathy, vulnerability, and emotional wayfinding, three crucial tenets of the human experience, and three crucial tenets that were integral to my own mental health journey, eating disorder recovery, and self-actualization. The platform in its first phase will feature online workshops, a curated journal, Feely merchandise, and a new podcast episode featuring community members just like you. And in later phases, I am shooting for the moon, dreaming very big. I want to do a live storytelling series. I want to do in-person workshops in businesses and schools, educational toolkits for classrooms, worldwide retreats, and an empathy subscription box. But it's going to take time, it's going to take work. So I ask you this: how'd you like to be a special part of making the world a more empathetic, vulnerable, and emotionally intelligent place? Without your financial contributions to this campaign, it's not going to happen. Your financial support will go toward building out new products, developing workshop content, growing the website, and initiating phase 1 of the Feely Human Collective.